Good morning, guys. For those of you who would like to boost your immune system, like what I'm doing, go to Alaska Chaga, click on that link, find out why millions of people drink Chaga tea every day. Remember, you get 10% off and free freight. And then also, for those of you who would like to help our veterans, go to Hero Soap Company. They're owned by vets, and they give part of their profits to veterans down on their luck. They make some great all-natural soap products. And then for those of you who would like to learn more about CBD products, and you'd like to help your health and help support the channel, go to martinbrodellcbd.com. Also, for those of you, if you've lost your job or you're looking to sell CBD products, then go ahead and email me. My email is in the description box, and I will send you the name of the lady and her phone number to get a hold of. Her and her sisters are doing very well at this company, and yeah, they've got tremendous quality products, CBD products, and yeah, it's going great around here. Let's start with Evergreen. So apparently the Evergreen ship contained chemicals for the destruction of the Earth's climate and to bring forward Bill Gates' plan to destroy animal meat for eating. This would have been phase 2 of Operation Depopulation. All the chemicals were seized by God's grace. And you know, it's as Brenda and I, we listened to the video in the Turkish guy being interviewed yesterday. It's phenomenal. I mean, for everyone who thinks that nothing is happening, there is a lot happening. And right now, what the White House are doing, it's kind of like a cleanup operation, and they are mopping up all kinds of stuff that would harm a lot of us, if not all of us. And so keep that in mind. And then Fauci. So in the 1918 flu pandemic, people died from bacterial pneumonia caused by wearing the masks. Yes, by wearing the diapers. And by the way, Fauci wrote about this back in 2008. And so, you know, I know that two people that were elderly, they came back to church this past week, and without the diapers, you know, and so yes, people they're catching on, and they're realizing it's like, hey, they're realizing a lot of stuff. And then rural Trump voters already live in the safe, tolerant utopia leftists claim to want. And I've been telling you this for a while, that out here in the country, we just live our life. You know, it's like you walk around, and I tell you what, anymore, you don't see very many people wearing the diapers. You know, I mean, it's just a totally different feel out here. And then the guy that Brendan and I listened to on Rodriguez, and Rodriguez, he's kind of become like a whiny individual, and very needy, to say the least. And anyway, so 107, he was the one who was saying that indeed what the military is waiting for in Trump is one particular event, and I agree with him. You know, I mean, there's tons of people who have woke up. I mean, you have between 100 to 100, I mean, until we get the real stats, I'm going to guess anywhere from 100 to 140 million people are supporters of President Trump. And so, you know, until the military is willing to let the official results go and keep in mind, here you have Jovan Pulitzer coming out and saying he was offered $10 million to not look at these ballots. So yeah, it's we have a lot of stuff like that going on, and so once again, for those people who think that nothing's happening, when you have people offering people like Pulitzer $10 million to not become part of it, believe me, there's shit happening. And then let's see here, J&J and their vaccine is being checked out and sent, and then only 6 of 7 million rare clots. EU rollout delayed. This is Breitbart here, by the way. Fauci confusion. Waffles again on indoor dining after jab. And yeah, he can't make up his mind. I imagine it's his bosses that can't make up their mind. And then Minneapolis looting, second night after Dante Wright shooting. And you know, we know that what the people behind the scenes are doing, the deep state, they want chaos in these cities. And maybe this will be what brings out the military. I don't know. We have to wait and see. And then NBC Ron Allen shoved, cursed by protesters. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care whose side you're on. And he's on their side, by the way. And then officer in shooting identified. Yeah, I tell you what, when they started to defund the police up there, this is what you get. I mean, she accidentally pulled her real gun instead of the taser. And when you started to defund police, when you started to bring in people that were not qualified, this is what happens. This is what happens. Tlaib, ban all policing. That's what she wants. They don't want these. They don't want any sort of law enforcement because they know that they would put them behind bars eventually. Tucker Carlson, ADI little gatekeepers on Twitter will fail to have show pulled. Yeah, they're going after him hard. UN floats global tax on rich to fund virus recovery. Trans supremacy. And by the way, the rich will get away. Most of the rich, very few of the rich will actually be taxed. Trans supremacy. Schools told to stop saying mom, dad. That's going to lay an egg. People are going to fight back. Nurses to perform abortions out in Hawaii. Wow. Not good. Austrian health. I mean, if we don't protect our own children, how can we ask God to protect us? If we're not willing to help the children, the unborn. I mean, these people, they are sick. They're just sick. Austrian health minister resigns, complains overworked. Delingpole pubs reopened, but I shan't be having pint to celebrate. Poll, Le Pen beating nearly all leftists in French election. I would hope so. And Blinken does grave disservice to persecuted Christians. And, when it comes to Christianity and the persecution, I'll say this. It's backfiring on them. Christianity is growing faster than it ever has. Multiple gunshot victims after shooting at Tennessee high school. Once again, this is by design. All of these mass shootings and stuff. This is not a coincidence. And then Kasich, Trump's ugly name calling will continue to shrink Republican Party. Actually, what's going to shrink the Republican Party is them not supporting President Trump, especially at a time when they needed to. And by the way, Kasich, you are such a lowlife. Oh, I cannot stand to hear that guy. Joe Biden uses semiconductor chip crisis to sell $2.5 trillion spending plan. And, they're telling people, hey, we got a chip for you. All of this stuff that we thought was sci-fi, that was never going to happen, now they're trying to push it on us. And then Biden, infrastructure meeting with Republicans, not just window dressing. Well, look, we know that this infrastructure plan has nothing to do with infrastructure. Very little is on it. It's a Green New Deal, and it's meant to bring down this country. Flake, talk about it. Yeah, talk about someone who belongs behind bars. Trump plays well to the base, but it's a shrinking base. No, actually, it's a growing base, very much growing. And then Bernie Sanders, Medicare expansion, paid family, and medical leave are infrastructure. No, they're not. They are not, you moron. Nobody believes him. And then reporters object to Minnesota police chief's use of riot in press conference. There was no riot. Really? Wow. And then poll 98% of CEOs say Biden tax hikes would hurt economy. No, really? Those CEOs, they need to get it together. Which side are you on? And anyway, that is all for now. I want to thank all of you for your support. It is very much appreciated. God bless you and have a good day. Bye-bye, guys.